Daryl, thank you very much for joining us ahead of the game against Mansfield Town. Just starting off, it's been 11 days since our last competitive fixture. Has that given you a little bit more time to prepare the squad and sort of set preparations in place for the game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's given us. Listen, if I'm being honest, I would have rather we played last Saturday because we've, three unbeaten. I feel like we're in half decent form before we had the Saturday off. But I've said this to you numerous times. I think this season's going to be a stop-start season for everybody, and you've got to adapt to it. And we feel like we've used the time as best we could. We're training on a friendly against Canvey, obviously, and we're looking forward to the game tomorrow now.
And that friendly against Canvey, obviously a 4-1 win. We didn't get your post-match reaction last Saturday. So what were your sort of thoughts on the game overall?
I thought it was good to get minutes into people that needed minutes. Rancy, Charlie Adams, Maka, Little Maka, George Saunders, Brissett, Brady Clements. I think people had minutes that needed minutes. Good for Maka to get 90 minutes under his belt after his injury. George Saunders as well, who's training particularly well. I thought he put a fantastic performance in. So I think it worked out well for us in the end.
And Paul McCallum, that obviously it was only a friendly match, but that's 4 goals in the last 2 games for him. Do you feel like after that injury that he's had, he's sort of coming back into the sort of Paul McCallum that we sort of know?
Yeah, he had a difficult time. Obviously, the back. There's a lot of everyone expects a lot of him because of what he's done. He's got number 9 on his back. He's missed the last 10 days, whatever, pre-season going into the season. As a team, we didn't start the season as we wanted to for various reasons. Then he's picked up his calf injury against Woking to kind of delay him again. It's been a very stop-start for him. And he's honest. He's 100%. And by the end of the season, I'm sure he'll be up at the top end of the goal scoring charts again because he's got that drive to do it.
And like you said, 3 games unbeaten, a really good win in the last round against Grimsby, then a very good win away at Boreham Wood, and then the draw against Sutton. Do you feel like the team's sort of improving and coming together a little bit more now?
I think the mentality's changed, which is really important. I thought if you go back, I don't know how long ago it was now, probably 6 weeks ago against Barnet, when we lost at home 1-0 with 10 men and with 5 minutes to go. I felt the difference in the mentality of the group against Sutton was totally different than it was against Dagenham. There was a real desire within the group to make sure we got out of there with the point we deserved. And I feel like if we had kept 11 men on the pitch, we probably would have won the game. I thought we were in the ascendancy then. So I think the mentality is definitely changing. It's about now kicking on and keep on improving.
Mansfield up tomorrow. Obviously, another team from the league above. We've shown that we can beat teams from the league above, as with Grimsby in the last round. Plenty of Premier League experience in their team with the likes of James Perch, who probably be playing at centre back, Nicky Maynard as well. What are you expecting from them?
Tough game. That'll be a tough game. Obviously, they've got a relatively new manager in Nigel Clough as well. He's been in there for 5 or 6 games. Listen, in the FA Cup, I said this in the last round, anybody can beat anybody. We've seen that across the competition for years and years. We go there looking to go into the next round, as I'm sure Mansfield will too. But we've got to focus on ourselves now and show them the respect they deserve. Know that they've got some fantastic players, and they have. But focusing on myself and trying to get the win.
And obviously Nigel Clough, relatively new in the role. He had a little bit of that bounce, but they lost him midweek. Is he a manager you've faced before, and what are you expecting from his team?
I've not faced him as a manager. I've played against his Bolton team many years ago when I was at Stevenage in Cambridge. Normally very good footballing teams, very organised. He's had a terrific managerial career so far. And I'm sure come the end of the season again, with the players Mansfield have got, they'll be in around the playoffs.
And I guess tomorrow for our players, it's a game that they'll relish. I mean, they've shown already, like we said, beating Grimsby in the last round. Mansfield are a team that are near the bottom of League Two, so there's not much difference between the 2 teams sort of on paper. But I guess as well, they've got that opportunity now. If they get through this round, then they have potentially the opportunity of a massive tie in the 3rd round.
Yeah, listen, football's not played on paper; it's played on the pitch. Obviously, I think they have got some very good players. So have we. The pressure will be on Mansfield. They're a team in the league above. We'll go into the game with underdogs. I'm sure everyone will expect Mansfield to win. We've got to try and upset the apple cart really and go put performance on like we have done the last round against Grimsby, and we have done recently, and try and get a win.
And I just want to finish on the news that came out this week about fans going to be able to return. As London's gone into Tier 2, we'll have fans in Victoria Road from the 12th. How much of a lift is that going to be for you, the players and the staff at the club?
Yeah, we're absolutely buzzing. I think we were hoping we could have it for Wednesday. I think within the group, I think the staff and players, we can't wait to get the fans back in. It makes a massive difference for us having our fans behind us, supporting us. And yeah, like I said, we're all excited by it, and I'm sure many fans are looking to rush back to football as well now.